Welcome back to another episode of Let Love Be Your Guide. My name is your host, Dominique, and I will be guiding you through this wonderful experience. So, today, I want to talk about victory, having victory over doubt, and how you can conquer the doubt in your head and your mind. But first, before I get into that, I want to say thank you for listening to those who come back every week, who download. This is my 20th episode that I'm recording, and I'm very excited about it. It has been nothing short of amazing. This ride, this journey has been great. I come back inspired. I take rest when I need to, and then I come back recharged and revitalized. I'm just so grateful for this opportunity to just speak to you and share my experience and build a community where we are becoming the best version of ourselves. That's how this podcast was birthed. Let love be your guide. And so, in anything that you do, I believe that you should go about it in love. And when you come from a place of love, it's like everything else takes care of itself, you know? And so, and this is how I've gotten through my life, how I've stayed positive through situations, good and bad, just letting love be my guide. And so I just want to share my experiences with you. But I do want to tell you, if you haven't already, please go get my book, Let Love Be Your Guide, Volume 1. Um, it is on Amazon. You can also find it on my link tree within my Instagram profile. You can go to dominiquechantel.com and you can download the book. It's an ebook, and you can also order the book. Okay, I would much rather you order the book so you can have a physical copy. And that is it. If you haven't already, share, like, follow my YouTube page. It's linked below. Follow my Instagram. Share my videos when you see them come out. I just appreciate the support and the little community that's growing, and I know it's getting bigger. So the fact that you guys are still coming back, still listening, I'm just so grateful and thankful for that. So today I'm going to talk about victory over doubt. So I always ask God to show me, or what is a topic that will encourage the community, that will help people. And so many things have been coming up in my mind that I want to share, but the one thing that really stuck out when I was writing down show ideas for this upcoming week was doubt. Doubt. And we all have it, we all experience it, but I want to just dive into how you can get through and have victory over the doubt. Okay? One thing about it is doubt will always be there. It's never going away. It's always a thought in our minds that is going to counteract a positive thought. There's always going to be a but. There's always going to be an if. There's always going to be something that may happen, a hypothetical. And so what I want to speak to that doubt. I want to speak to your doubt. And I created an Instagram reel speaking to the doubt, but I want to explain a little more and expound a little more on the actual issue of having doubt. And guys, listen, I am sharing my experiences. You should definitely trust in me, because I have spent 37 years on this earth, and God has given me a lot of wisdom, and I just want to share and again build myself up, build a community up, that we may be great, we may be awesome in living out our full potential. So that's what this podcast is about, okay? So without me just going on and on, I want to go ahead and get into the episode. So again, this episode is called Victory Over Doubt. Victory Over Doubt, okay? So the first thing that I want to just bring up, I have 4 points, right? And so the first point I want to bring up is, when you are considering your doubt, what you are doubting, you have to be specific about what it is that keeps coming up, or the doubt. So for me, I did not think, or here's the thing, when I initially started college and I applied and I got accepted into the University of Missouri, Mizzou, whoop whoop, go Tigers. Um, I did not think that I was going to make it through college. And because of doubt, because no one else had ever done it before in my family. And so I was a first generation college graduate. So there was a lot of doubt there. So I really had a conversation with my best friend's father, and he was like, "No, Dominique, you are going to make it. You will be okay." And I was like, at that point, it took validation from somebody else to say, to give me what I needed to just go on and do well in college. And essentially, I graduated with my bachelor's degree, and all is well, in English. But the thing is, I had doubt there. Okay, I'm gonna give you another example. I had doubt surrounding my book. Um, Doubt if I could put it out, if I had the capacity, or if I had the ability to put the book out in such a way that it would help people, and how was I gonna get, it edited. Just so many things, so many things. And so doubt surrounded a lot of what I was doing. And I said, man, for me to be, an individual that speaks about love and letting love be your guide, and being positive, and affirmations, and just wanting to validate myself and being encouraged and being confident, I sure do have a lot of doubt. And I'm like, well, how do I fix that? How do I counter the doubt? Okay? And the first thing that came up to my head, the first thing that came in my head was, you're always going to have doubt, right? But the thing is to push forward and go forward and be tenacious and know that you can do it. Whatever it is, you can do it. That's the bottom line. It will get done. But you have to spell out a plan for it. You have to put a plan in place and execute. And so I'm here to tell you, whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. Bottom line, you will do it. But you have to put a plan in place and execute the plan. Okay? Things may not always go like we want them to go, but you will do it. It will happen. And that's it. Okay? The details, you don't need to worry about. Okay? We try to get wrapped up in the details, how it's going to happen, when it's going to come. No. That is not for you to decide. You can't control every little thing. Just know that you will do it and write out a plan. And if it doesn't go accordingly, it's okay. But it will get done in the end, okay? So the first thing, again, I want to pinpoint the doubt. So I had to pinpoint, okay, I didn't think that I was going to graduate from college. So when I started thinking about me not graduating from college, I really had to stop and think, where did that thought come from? It's because I had never had someone to do what I did. Okay? So it's the fact that I hadn't seen it done. And so I had to, you guessed it, walk by faith in this instance. All right? And so the first thing I would say, the first point that you should write down is identify the doubt, what it is, and what is stopping you from writing the book, applying for the job, going back to school, taking the vacation, applying for the better position. What is stopping you? Bottom line, you have to identify the issue, identify the doubt, what it is, okay? Secondly, you have to Remain consistent with the plan that you put in place. Hear me. Remain consistent with the plan that you put in place. So, I had an idea, or my dream was, again, to finish college, to go to college. What did I need to do? I needed to study. I needed to take, tutoring courses for Spanish. I was struggling in Spanish. I need to take courses for math. I was struggling in math. And so all those things were things I had to do in order for me to graduate college. I had to go to school during the summer just so that I can stay on top of all of my classes. Because let's just be honest, I failed two courses in college. And so in order for me to make those up, I had to take the classes over the summer. And so in order for me to play makeup and catch up, that's what I did. Just being transparent with you. Um, yeah, so it happens. But what I want to say is that I remained consistent. I knew the goal was to finish college. I knew my goal was to write the book. And so I said, even with the book, I said, I'm going to write a chapter a day until I'm finished. And then I'm going to take a break and edit and get help with editing the book. Let Love Be Your Guide, Volume 1. That is what I did. Each day, I consistently wrote and typed a chapter out. Each day, I wrote or typed a chapter out in the book, and I remained consistent because I wanted to see it through. I knew at the end of the day it was going to get done, but I had to execute the plan. So remain consistent with the task that you have at hand, or the routine that you have, okay? Again, for example, if you're wanting to start a business, what is the plan that you have in place? What do you need to do to set it up, okay? Go with the plan and work it every day to counter the doubt, because, again, doubt is just something that you haven't seen, okay? Doubt is really a thought that is there that is keeping you from doing the unthinkable, the unimaginable. So you have to be consistent, and you have to put a plan in place in order to counter the doubt. I don't care who you are. You will always have doubt, okay? The meaning it says of doubt from the dictionary is a feeling of uncertainty or lack of conviction. And so to feel uncertain about, fear, or be afraid, So we have to remember, it must be erased. The thought has to be countered with something else positive, okay? And again, working that plan. Next, what I would say is get an accountability partner. I, again, told my best friend's father that I thought I wouldn't finish college. I spoke it, and I got it out. I spoke to somebody. But if you need to get with somebody to say, hey, I need you to keep me accountable to make sure that I finish this business plan, that I finish this business and work it and see it through, then that's what you need to do. For me, again, in writing my book, my aunt helped me edit the book. And so with me getting the book out, it was like, hey, if you can check in with me and make me accountable and give me dates to when this needs to be done to kind of keep me on task. She kept me on point and really helped me. So I really appreciated her for that. And so you have to get somebody who is going to hold you accountable for the very thing that you're trying to do, whether it's the business, whether it's, going back to school, whether it's taking the vacation, whether it's having the routine. Have you stuck to the routine, every day, so that you can, again, see whatever it is through, okay? Because there's always going to be doubts, especially surrounding a dream, something that you've never seen before, something that you want to come, and it's like bigger than you can ever imagine. You know, when I think of me and where I want to be 10 years from now, the dream that I have is huge, it's big, it's major. And so my whole thing is I have to keep it to myself, but there's still doubt around it. Can it be done? Because it's so big. The dream is so huge. It's something that eye has not seen nor ear has heard. You know, the plans that God has for me. And so I truly believe that. And when you believe in that, there's always going to be doubt because your mind hasn't seen it. Also, the enemy will attack you. You know, let's just be real. Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and that's what he wants to do. And so you have to keep your mind uplifted, knowing that it's going to be done, and that you won't let anything distract you from getting to what the ultimate goal is in the very end. So make sure you have somebody that holds you accountable. Okay. The last thing I want to talk about, and this is so important, is having daily affirmations. So if you do not have affirmations, I would recommend them strongly. I would encourage them. I have a book for my affirmations, and it has hearts around it because I just want it to be like a place where I write out the things that I love and the daily things that I affirm to myself. And every day I affirm, you know, I am love, I am peace, I am joy. I am going to be a published author. I have a multi-million dollar publishing deal with a company that believes in my dreams, goals, and vision. I am writing my next books. I am a great mother. I am an amazing mother. I am an amazing wife. I am an amazing girlfriend. I am strong. I am confident. I can do all things. And so, all these affirmations I repeat to myself on a day to day basis. And I write them down to make sure that I don't forget them. And so that I'm hearing them, I'm seeing them. And so when I meditate in my head, that is what I envision. That is what I have in my mind, those thoughts. Okay? So the Bible says, think on these things, things that are pure, things that are noble. And so when we have those positive thoughts and we think about them, they have no choice but to come to pass at the end of the day when it's all said and done. So make sure that you are repeating daily affirmations to yourself. With that being said, doubt is something that you will always have. So if we know that it's something that you will always have, we have to know that there is something bigger and there is something that you can do to combat the doubt. And that is, again, what I said. Number one, you have to identify the issue. What's creating the doubt? The fact that you haven't seen what you are wanting before, the fact that you've never seen it. Again, I never seen anybody in my family graduate from college. And that for me was a big doubt. You know, it was hovering over my head. And until I actually graduated from college, it hung over my head, you know. And I lived with that and I carried that. And so I finally said in my adult life, you know, just, I want to even say a few weeks ago, it's like, I don't want to carry around doubt if I can help it. And so I know it's going to be there with me, but every time a thought comes into my head, I'm going to combat that thought with a positive thought. And what is that? I go to my daily affirmations, y'all. Number two, again, you have to remain consistent with the task at hand or creating a routine for yourself. Number three, get you an accountability partner. And what are you watching? What are you reading? What are you listening to? I'm going to tell you something. I love to turn up. I love the ratchetness. I love the ratchet music. I do. Listen. You know, I love me some Nicki Minaj. I love some Bruno Mars. I love Cardi B. Who else? I I I love Drake. Um, I love Jay Z, Beyonce. I listen to it all. Um, but there are times for me when I listen to like Cardi B or Nicki Minaj or even my girl Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all, let me tell you, I I listen to it, and I'm not ashamed of it, and I don't care who judges me for it because one thing I know is that living a life, having a relationship with Christ, and it took me well into my 30s, my early 30s, to know that just because you listen to secular music, that does not make you like less spiritual or ungodly. That is so not it. So I think that's more about religion, and that's how people get caught up in religion. Oh, well, if you're a Christian, you're not supposed to listen to, rap music. Well, where is it at in the Bible? I know that a lot of the stuff you do have to monitor what you take in. Like if you listen to a lot of, killing and suicide and all that, for me, that stuff gets in my spirit. And I know I can't handle all of that heavy music. Even movies that have a lot of death or dying in it, I can't watch a lot of that stuff either because that weighs on my spirit. And so I know what I can listen to, when I can listen to it, how I listen to it. And so I do monitor the things that I take in. But for people to say, if you're a Christian, you can't listen to secular music, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Like I don't believe in that at all. Because at that point, to me, that's religion, and that's not a relationship. Because the most, um, you know, person can listen to gospel music, but then they go off, somebody cut them off in traffic and they be cursing. So it's like, okay, but if you listen to all gospel music, shouldn't that be like in your spirit and you shouldn't be so quick to cut somebody off or curse them out, And so it's just definitely, you have to do what fits for you. So ain't no judgment over here. But anyway, I listen to all of it. Megan Thee Stallion, I listen to all the rap. And I'm fine with that. But what I'm saying is, let me get back to my point. You have to just fine tune like what you're listening to, what you're reading, and you have to take it in and know what you can listen to, what you can't listen to during certain times. And so that's what you have to do. Lastly, in order to combat the doubt, you need daily affirmations. Again, I have daily affirmations that I repeat to myself. I also read my Bible. And this is not something new, but I've been reading my Bible since I was a teenager. And for me, it has helped me out tremendously because I stand firm now on the Word of God and I know His promises. And I'm just grateful that I was introduced to Christ at a young age and I have just had the love of God within me. And so I stand on that. And so I know when doubt comes in, I know what to replace it with. And I want to say to you that find something to replace your doubt with. Whether it's a song, any type of song that makes you think of the positive, that reaffirms the positive, that gives you the confidence, that gives you the power, that gives you the authority. You know, we have to start walking in our authority, and we have to start peeling back the layers of the limits that we've placed on ourselves. Nobody has placed that limit on you but you. Who said that you couldn't finish college? Oh, it was me, because I never thought I saw it done by anybody, But I placed that limit on me. Who said you couldn't be an author, a published author? Oh, it was me, because I thought that if somebody else close to me became a published author, I wouldn't be successful. No, there is room for everybody to eat at the table. Who says that you can't be, the next media mogul, businesswoman? That's too big. No, like who said that you can't do that? Who said that I can't do that? So we have to begin to peel back the layers, the limits that we've put on ourselves. And we start by doing it one day at a time, one step at a time. And so going back, I hope that this has helped you in the doubt that you have in your mind. Remember, the only person that can stop you from living an abundant life is you. You are the only person. Okay? What we put in our minds and what we put in our spirit, it comes out. And so that's why I said you have to watch what you're listening to, what you're watching, because you have to guard your heart, because it is a wellspring of life. It's where everything flows from your heart. And so we have to guard that. So, my friends, get rid of the doubt and replace it with something positive, your affirmations. Lastly, I want to say, if you have not already, go ahead and get my book. All right, Let Love Be Your Guide, Volume 1. Please like and share if this has helped you in any way. Make sure that you stay tuned to my Instagram, share and comment on my reels. And I just thank you so much for listening. The content, I am steadily coming forward with new content, better content, because I want to enhance your life and help you and I live an abundant life, all right? So until next time, if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube, subscribe to the podcast, all right? I love y'all. Be blessed. And may you let love be your guide today, forever, and always in life.